Welcome to Zenny the Fright, your destination for all things horror. We feature horror stories told from the perspective of the individuals who have faced terrifying encounters. Through their eyes, you will gain insight into the raw emotions and intense physical and mental struggles that come with overcoming danger and fear. If you are a horror movie fan, Zenith of Fright is also packed with curiosities and behind-the-scenes stories, so you can uncover the secrets of the horror genre. Let's begin.
I never thought I'd be able to afford a house on my own, but the housing market in my area had taken a downturn, and a small older house was finally within my price range. My name is Steven, and my life had been a series of unremarkable events until I bought that house. The house was a fixer-upper, but I was excited to make it my own. The realtor had warned me that the previous owner had left in a hurry, but the price was right, and I was ready for a new adventure. It was a cold, rainy day when I moved in, and I spent the better part of the day hauling my belongings into the house. As I was moving the last of the boxes into the basement, I noticed an odd space along the far wall. I thought it was strange that I hadn't noticed it earlier, but my mind had been occupied with the move. Curiosity piqued, I walked over to the wall and ran my fingers along it. There was a seam in the wood paneling, and I could feel a cool draft coming from it. With a combination of excitement and trepidation, I grabbed a pry bar from my toolbox and carefully pried the paneling away. To my amazement, a hidden door revealed itself. My heart raced as I cautiously opened the door. I expected it to creak or make some other ominous sound, but it swung open with surprising ease. Inside, I found a small, dimly lit room. The walls were padded with what looked like soundproofing material, and it struck me as incredibly odd. Why would anyone need a secret soundproof room in their basement? I hesitated for a moment, debating whether I should continue exploring or call someone for help. However, my curiosity got the best of me, and I ventured further into the room. The air was stale and heavy, and there was an eerie silence that sent shivers down my spine. As my eyes adjusted to the dim light, I noticed a small bathroom and a bed in the corner of the room. The bed had chains attached to it, and I could see dark rusty stains on the mattress. The sight of the chains made me feel sick, and I began to realize that something truly sinister had taken place here. A sense of dread washed over me as I looked around the room. I had an overwhelming feeling that I was being watched, and my skin crawled with fear. I was about to turn back when I noticed something on the bed. My breath caught in my throat as I saw the lifeless body of someone who had died long ago, their skeletal remains still shackled to the bed. Panicked, I scrambled out of the room, slamming the hidden door behind me. My heart pounded in my chest, and I could barely catch my breath. The terror and shock of what I had discovered were overwhelming, and I didn't know what to do. I finally gathered enough courage to call the police and report what I had found. The police arrived quickly, and I led them to the hidden room. They were as shocked as I was, and they quickly began to investigate the horrifying scene. After examining the body and the room, they informed me that they believed the deceased had been held captive for an extended period. The investigation led the police to the previous homeowner, a man named Lucas Miller, who had fled the area shortly after selling the house. The police, with the help of the FBI, began to piece together the terrible story. It turned out that Lucas had kidnapped a woman named Samantha Brown from the neighborhood 10 years ago. Samantha, a young and vibrant woman in her mid-20s, had been walking her dog one evening when she was snatched just a few blocks from her home. Her disappearance had been the talk of the town, and her family and friends had searched tirelessly for her, never giving up hope. As the investigators delved deeper into the case, they discovered that Lucas had kept Samantha in that secret room until she died. With each new revelation, the community was left in shock, unable to comprehend how such atrocities could have occurred right under their noses. Lucas's neighbors couldn't believe that the man they had known for years had been capable of such heinous acts. He had always been somewhat of a loner, but no one had ever suspected that behind his quiet and unassuming demeanor hid a monster. As the trial unfolded, the media descended upon the small town, and it became increasingly difficult for the residents to find any semblance of normalcy in the wake of the horrifying discovery. Lucas was eventually caught, tried, and sentenced to life imprisonment for his heinous crimes. Samantha's family finally had closure, and I couldn't help but feel some small sense of relief that justice had been served. However, I knew I couldn't stay in that house any longer. It was a constant reminder of the pain and suffering that had occurred, and I couldn't escape the feeling that I was living in a tomb. I decided to sell the house and move to a new city, hoping to start fresh and put the nightmare behind me. The sale of the house was quick, as I offered it at a steep discount to be rid of it as soon as possible. The secret room in the basement would always be a part of my story, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can hide behind the most ordinary of facades.
Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like and leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Your subscription is important to maintain this channel. See you soon.